Welcome back to another procasted game featuring two of the best players that I like to watch. We've got Szalami playing as the Delhi Sultanate, opening up with an additional scout. He's our favorite Delhi player. You know, he's always got some mad tricks up his sleeves, and he's going up against one of the best players on the ladder, Demuslim. You guys know him. And Demuslim is playing as the Abbasid Dynasty, which I haven't seen him play a ton. You know, these two civs are my two favorites, so of course we had to watch this game. And while we are talking about Demuslim, we guys know he is a hot streamer on Twitch, but he also has a brand new YouTube channel. So make sure you go over, give Demuslim's YouTube channel some love. I'll leave a link down in the description. And of course, Szalami has his YouTube and Twitch as well. So let's get into this. Demuslim went straight across the middle of the map here. We are on this Altai. So there's the cliffs on the side. The left cliff being a little bit more, leaving a little bit more open space than the right one, which stretches across the entire map. But it does have a gap here. I think it's blocked by the trees, but I can't be 100% certain. I think it is. I don't think you can pass that. You never know the spawns you're going to get in this map. And while we're talking about map spawns, I have a dedicated channel in my Discord for you to post your ridiculous RNG of maps. We've seen all kinds of things, from people's being walled in from tree lines, missing tree lines. I saw somebody post in the Discord, someone spawned this map, and it was completely walled in by a cliff. So if you have some crazy map RNG, post it in the Discord, and I'm going to do a future video where we go through and laugh at all the ridiculous map spawns there are. Anyways, we've got Szalami opening up. He did go for that mill early on, going for that wheelbarrow right out of the gate. Been seeing him do that a lot lately. Currently has 6 vills on food, 3 on gold. And I know he's been favoring a lot of this professional scout play, so we'll see if he goes for that. Because you could pair, of course, the wheelbarrow tech, and then sometimes players will even drop a second mill. And you could, or you don't have to either, but survival techniques, professional scouts are all things you can get. So we'll see if he goes for that. Let's see what Demuslim's up to. Playing as the Abbasid. He's got 8 on food. Ooh, a few are actually currently, they were not gathering from food. This awkward thing will happen, actually, when you only have like 1 sheep left. You can see there's like villagers sitting around. They just now register as idle, but they were idle before that. So you got to be careful if there's only 1 sheep left under your town center. Demuslim is aging up with the economic wing. So the wing of choice, that's just about the only wing to go up with, unfortunately. I wish there was a little more flexibility. And he has 6 on wood. The question will be, does he go for an early expansion? Does he go for stone and go for a second town center? So we'll see if he... Well, I mean, I think that probably answers our question. Now, he could collect that for a tower, but this is likely going to be for a second town center, because the Abbasid get those cheaper villagers. You can really have a rather cheap 2 TC villager boom. Now, Szalami behind this, going for the Dome of Faith. He has 6 villagers on that Dome of Faith. That's a lot of villagers to be building that landmark. And he is building his mosque. So this wheelbarrow will be just about complete by the time this age up is done, or just soon after at least. And he does not have a ton of villagers on wood yet. Let's see if he's rallying new villagers to wood. He is. I think what particularly strikes me is the fact that he had 6, now 5 villagers building that Dome of Faith. I don't know if he got it built just a little bit late, and so he wanted to panic throw a few more on there. I know I do that sometimes. Now he has 10 sheep back at home. Meanwhile, Demuslim doesn't, so Szalami clearly got the lion's share of the sheep. And let's look at the map while we were sitting here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 relics kind of towards the top half of the map. 1 relic down here to the south. Look at the hunts. There's 1 base for both players. 1 just to the south of Szalami, to the north for Demuslim. So the hunts look good. Tree line. Tree lines can sometimes be the tricky thing on this map. Szalami has 2 forward tree lines, and so does Demuslim. So I would say, as far as Altai spawns can go, this is a pretty nice one. Yeah, I don't think I could complain too much. Look at the sacred sites, though, actually. The sacred sites are quite close to the Delhi player, at least these 2. I mean, this is neutral, but this back left one is very close, and Szalami can get to that quite easily, while Demuslim really has to walk around the side here. So, of course, that matters, because Delhi likes to go for the sacred sites to get the extra gold. Szalami's hit the next age. He has 11 villagers on wood currently, and looks like 2 are going forward. Let's see what these villagers are up to. Are they going to build a tower or a wall? Maybe he's towering up the sacred site already. Demuslim does see that with his scout. But Szalami has 2 scouts. He should be able to stop any harassment of his villagers. And there you go. That tower is being built, and the Muslim knows it. So we're going to have a little bit of a battle for the sacred sites here on this scenic map, right? We got these hills. It looks cool. Let's see how the Muslim is going to answer this. Obviously going for the 2 town center route. He almost has what he needs to build it. You need 300 stone and a 400 wood. As far as placement, I could see him placing that town center here. He might even just pull his stone guys, though, and... no, I bet he'll build it like here or something. Let's see. It's always interesting to me where people decide to put their town center. Okay, he just about has what he needs to get that town center. He needs 300 stone. There we go. He just hit it. Let's see where he places it. Okay, so right to left of this capital. Gives us some good defense from his capital TC. Since, fun fact, your newer town center, if you build additional town centers, you can't retarget the arrows if you're under attack. So ram pushes are very deadly to these newer town centers if you put them too far away from your capital, because you can't retarget. It'll just shoot at the ram all day and do nothing. Okay, and now dropping down in archery range. So he's going to have 2 TC. Szalami has kind of said, you know what? I mean, he's got to assume this, right? It's very common for Abbasid to do this. He's going to scout by and see this if he has not already. But he's given the Muslim the space to do the 2 TC boom, and he's probably confident that he's going to have plenty of gold coming in from capturing these sacred sites. So maybe that'll offset any eco advantage his opponent is getting. Szalami having quite a few villagers on wood, and he does have an archery range out himself. Now, I said he might go for professional scout play. He is not. You don't see any stable here, so definitely not go for professional scouts, at least for the time being. And, I mean, this isn't a very good map for professional scouts because you're not going to steal this hunt that's underneath the town center. And this one's a little bit far to get to, especially with your scouts running slower now. And we do see Szalami going for the horticulture upgrade. It is free with Delhi, of course. This is good for berry gathering. So this will give a little bit of a eco boost for Szalami for that berry gathering. And he is starting to wall up this sacred site with a few of those archers. We do see that golden tier 1 was just activated for Demuslim. Taking a look at that, if you're not familiar with the Abbasid, that is a 10% villager gather rate boost for all resources once you've connected 10 buildings here on this network, if they're all touching. Okay, so Demuslim trying to contest the sacred site. Let's see if he gets in. He could possibly run around and be annoying for just a little bit longer, but I don't think he's going to get in. There we go. Szalami got the full wall off. But Demuslim is... Okay, there's the scout. He is checking out that bottom sacred site. He's just planting a few archers there already in case a scholar wanders on down. We do see that arrow slits upgrade coming in for Szalami, so he did throw some villagers on stone. Yes, he just has 2 villagers on stone. So 2 villagers on stone. 3 are garrisoned right now in the mosque. He does have sanctity in and is working on efficient production at the moment. So he's going for the sacred site play for the Delhi Sultanate. This is 200 gold per minute, so a very strong eco play. Let's look at the income per minute here. Okay, so Szalami. I mean, both these players are pretty close right now. Demuslim has more villagers, and those sacred sites haven't quite kicked in yet. So, you know, I think that'll be maybe a later game effect. Now, one thing that makes me a little bit nervous for Szalami is out of all the civilizations to go for holding a middle sacred site and building up some structures, it can be scariest against the Abbasid because they have access to building rams as soon as they hit the feudal age. Actually, they have it in the dark age even. They don't have to research siege engineering. So you can spend the money on an outpost and then spend the resources to upgrade it. And one ram can come in and make that a bad day for you, especially if Szalami is only opened with archers. I think he just recently threw this barracks in, but I don't know if he has any out on the field yet. I don't see any spearmen. So this ram is going to be a thorn in Szalami's side for the moment. You do see he's focusing right now on walling up this northern sacred site, but in the meantime, he might be losing the middle one, which he has invested quite a bit in. We see a second ram coming up for Demuslim, and of course, with multiple rams, after he deals with the sacred site, he can then march on down the hill and start messing with Szalami's base. So we'll have to see how Szalami reacts to this pressure right now at the front. Just 2 TC boom going on back at home. A ton of villagers on wood. Look at this, 12 on wood. I'm sorry, that's Szalami. 26 on wood and 10 on food. So he can just keep building these rams. I mean, frankly, I think he could even ignore that top sacred site and just focus on taking mid and moving towards Szalami's base, perhaps. But you don't want to ignore Delhi sacred sites for too long. he at least has the bottom one kind of like he's got his eye on that one. Okay, so here we go. Lots of archers. Now, previously on other patches, going full archer might be okay because nobody made horsemen, right? Horsemen were not good against archers, but now they are quite effective against archers, but we don't see Szalami with a stable. So he's taking a little bit of a gamble. Maybe he's scouted. He is, yeah, this perhaps he might have ran by here and seen, right, if he needs spearmen, but he is really invested on the archers. Out of 2 archer ranges, we don't even have a barrack. So this is kind of like a classic ram push we may have seen in maybe previous patches, but finishing up that wall and dropping 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 rams. This is a Demu ram push. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so can he handle this? Let's see the archer numbers. We have a 13 for Szalami, and Demuslim has 20. Looking at the upgrades, I think they are even at the moment, but I think Demuslim's going to win this fight just having more units here. Although there are the reinforcements of Szalami, but he has a few spearmen which are not going to counter these archers in any way. Spearmen do have that torch damage against these rams. So if Szalami cannot hold this, this is going to be quite concerning. Of course, his villagers can deal some damage to his rams if he wants to. But he has sufficient production on these 2. But let's see. What's his res looking like? Oh my gosh. You know what's going on? Szalami's, I talk about this all the time. He's got money. He's got res in the bank. But what's that doing for him right now? He was trying to age up. So maybe just assuming that the Abbasid player would boom and be passive. Maybe not doing his due diligence of scouting and knowing there's a bunch of rams coming, though. He kind of saw the mid. He was trying to age during all of this, and now he is kind of caught in a weird position. He is losing houses. He has not been keeping up with his military production, and now we've got this massive archers. He's got 24 villagers right now on this hunt. He hasn't moved them off of wood, and now he is losing just building after building as Demuslim is marching forward. And now Demuslim looking like he might be even aging behind this. Let's see what he's got on gold. He's working towards it. Oh, we're looking at income per minute. Duh. Okay, so you can see Szalami has that 600 gold to age up, but he doesn't have the food he needs. You know, I said he was maybe aging up. I was looking at the income per minute. Maybe he was not, but I really think he was just kind of chilling back because he hasn't been producing a ton of units. But boy, this is a weird spot. Now he doesn't have wood. He could buy wood with his market, but man, this is just like straight up ram push on Szalami's base. It seemed like it was just too easy for Demuslim. Usually, there we go. He's got some horsemen. Here they come. I told you these things are very effective against archers. Let's see how they truly do with the micro skills of Demuslim. And now, though they are good, these are upgraded archers, and this is, I mean, a significant mass, 25. So let's see the micro skills. Maybe a little animation cancel in here, but you could just see how effective these horsemen are doing. So just like that, has Szalami held off this fight. Those horsemen making great trades with the archers. Even a few spearmen would make a big difference in this fight. So this is what I was talking about before. I mean, you have to be very greedy these days to try to go a full archer army with 0 spearmen. And it's looking like Szalami might be holding this fight. But meanwhile, back at home, he's lost 1, 2, 3, I think 4 houses. And he's already low on wood, 4 houses, but he's still got a plenty of res. And now that town center is low on health. He's going to have to spend a little bit of wood to repair that. But he has forced his archers back. Demu probably has a huge economy. Let's check this out. 45 for Szalami, 65 for Demuslim. That's a 20 villager difference. But of course, Szalami does have the sacred site, but he doesn't have 2 of them. So I don't know if that makes up for it necessarily. But now throwing down these barracks, and there we go. Szalami with 30 villagers powered out that House of Learning. He can research this Hone Blades in 3 minutes. He has 3 scholars currently garrisoned. He has not even gone for that the southeast sacred site, quite surprisingly. Okay, so here we go. We are in the Castle Age. I thought Szalami might get knocked out to an early ram push, but he's held on here. And now this is going to be going into the mid game. But Demuslim, let's see, is he going to be aging? He is aging with the, this is what, the Culture Wing? I always forget the name of it. Yeah, I think that's the Culture Wing. So, well, I'm sorry. Now he's not aging. He already is aged. He just hit age recently, and he is getting the Preservation of Knowledge, which reduces all of his tech costs. So he's getting this tech, and then he's going to be researching all of his upgrades. So he's already queued up his... I always find this tech to be interesting. Like, so, okay, he's getting this tech, but he's already queued up. Maybe he just stopped it. Did he cancel them? Like, he's already queued up the upgrades for his units. Not for his archers yet. Like, you know, that's the hard thing, because you kind of want to, like, usually put pressure on the second you hit the castle age. But it does look like maybe he has realized this. Yes, he is. Look, you see him canceling it, and he's going to get... Watch the cost of that significantly decreasing as that tech comes in. Mixing man-arms in. Demuslim's eco is cranking, and he has the military production to support it. Now, the good thing for Szalami is he didn't lose his military buildings, because that could have made a big difference in this as he hit the castle age if he couldn't keep up with his military production. But he did have to pull a bunch of villagers. Right now, honestly, he needs to build a second lumber camp. This is a lot of walking for those villagers. That's a lot of villager seconds lost for Szalami. We do see his scholars walking out to grab... Oh, he's going for the far relics. Yeah, I feel like the relics are much further away from Szalami's base, but at the same time, this one's mid. He already got this one that was kind of in his pocket, so maybe it is even. He's just going for the far one. I think the relic spawn's pretty even. You always have to watch, but not going for that middle sacred site yet, which is quite curious. I think he has it walled back up. I think he could easily go... Is there a gap in that wall? No. I don't think so. Oh, he had almost finished this, but... oh, boy, here we go. One camel in there. You guys know we love the camels. They are on the front line and pushing into Szalami's base. Where is Szalami's army? He has a few horsemen on the back line, but this TC already being very low on HP, and the man-at-arms and Mangonel dealing the final blow to that town center. And now the question will be, is how does Szalami deal with this? He's got 2 Mangonel staring him down, a ton of archers, man-at-arms. Where is his army? He's currently raiding Demuslim, which... Demuslim very on his feet. He's able to pull those villas, doesn't really lose a whole lot. And meanwhile, he's losing all of his military production and doesn't appear to have anything else on the field. So, I don't know, guys. This might spell defeat for our friend Szalami here against Demuslim. I mean, of course, always a very, very formidable opponent. But here we go. We've got horsemen charging in. They're going to try to maybe pop that Mangonel, but they're spearmen. They catch them. Look at that, how effective this spearmen. Hard counter this horseman. Horsemen only get like 1 torch shot off on that Mangonel. And with that, there is no way he's going to be able to hold this. He's making a few crossbows. He could go for a convert. He could pull. This is the time. Pull out the scholars. Grab the relics. Hail Mary, you got to convert these man-at-arms. Maybe he'll do it. Let's see if he goes for it. Come on, Szalami. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Here comes the convert. 1 relic conversion. And the second one, can he do it? Szalami tries double conversion. Will he get the archers? Oh, no, he targets them down, and he doesn't get it. The Hail Mary attempt, but the Muslim taking the victory there over Szalami with the Abbasid Dynasty. Thank you so much for watching this casted game. As always, if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that sub button and that alert bell. We just hit 1 million notifications. And make sure you check out Demuslim's new YouTube channel and Szalami as well. I'll leave a link down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.